Hello everyone and welcome to another maintenance notice, and today we're going to look at everything that is coming to us on March the 9th. Yes, Friday is an exciting day, and it may be the only exciting day that I'm going to get for the rest of this month in Brave Exvius because, well, we'll get there. But it is time, of course, for the story event, and the story events are always can be exciting. They can also be absolutely miserable depending on what we're getting. But the good news is that it looks like this month is going to be pretty darn promising. So it runs for 10 days. We're going to be getting some kind of cool equipment, to be totally honest. First of all, we are going to get, oh darn it, where is it? Ah yes, 68 attack gun with 25 defense and some limit burst per turn. That's the umbrella, by the way. Yep. Anyway, we're also going to get some clothes that are 15 defense, 30 magic, and spirit. So the only drawback is that the clothes are male only, so I mean, would be nice for a mage, but I guess for free, what you expect? What do you expect? Other than that, basic limit burst, crystal enhancement, farming, we're going to see that. We're going to see another thing of trial challenges that will be put into a 3-battler, just as usual, which help us get some extra tickets and some resources, so it's perfectly fine. Absolutely perfectly. But who is the topic of this month? Why, it's a CG unit, of course. We are going to be getting a brand new excuse me, CG unit. And it's not who we thought. It's not Axstar, it's not Wind Veritas, it's not Water Veritas, it is Earth Veritas. Yes, that's right, we are going to be seeing a CG tank. We're also going to be seeing a couple other units, so let's start at the bottom. First of all, Cannon. Now, Cannon looks pretty cool. She's got that maid vibe going. She has a sword, but she's a 3 to 5 star, so really, what is her TMR? And we'll talk about maybe when the data comes out if she's anything interesting about her. First of all, Cannon's TMR is a sword, 105 attack, fire element, and the sword has dual wield, or sword dual wield, I should say. So it's basically a fire version of the water blade. That's it. That's it. Anyway, moving on. Now, this guy is a little bit interesting. We're going to talk about Theobald. And Theobald, first of all, he has a 62 attack, 125 magic whip. Okay. Now, he seems to be a water element character, so that could be interesting, but his big thing seems to be reducing the earth element. Probably has nothing to do with CG Earth Veritas. Probably. But his whip could be pretty valuable for Earth Veritas, depending on what Earth Veritas has in his kit, because I have a feeling it's going to be equip, whip, up, defense. Probably. Next up is Dietlinde. D-I-E-T-L-I-N-D-E. I don't know. Now, what to say about this girl? First of all, there was nothing super impressive that the description has about her. Just powerful limit bursts, some skills that can go through defense. I don't think I missed anything, but honestly, 4 to 6 stars are out of meta, so maybe she'll have something interesting, but her TMR is a little bit interesting. It is a basic gun mastery. Now, it's a percentage up for attack with guns materia, but really depends on the percentage. Hopefully it's 50 or 60 or 70%. Okay, 70%. Now I'm just dreaming. But the last one is CG Seghart. And let me tell you, CG Seghart or Zeghart, I prefer the Zeghart because I think the Z is cooler than the S. Zighart is the big prize, as always. CG units are usually 100% reliable, and this unit might just be super reliable and super amazing as our first CG tank. And that's what he is. So first of all, his Trust Mastery. 30% to defense, misread that, getting a little excited. 30% to HP, 20% to defense and spirit, 30% to earth resistance, and a percent limit burst fill rate, which is kind of awesome because his limit burst is a defense as attack AoE nuke with 3-turn mitigation. So building him high for defense is what you want to do with a tank. Sorry, I'm being a little distracted. But using that as attack is potentially very valuable. We'll have to see the percentage and how much defense he can get, but for people trying to complete the 1650 defense parameter mission, this guy might be able to do it. This guy might actually be better than Wilhelm. Maybe not enough to go whale for him, but CG units are very rarely disappointing. CG Jake, anyway. Next up, his Super Trust Mastery. Now, his Super Trust Mastery is an 85 defense shield with 80% earth resistance and 30% HP boost. Pretty nice shield in general with that 30% HP and 85 defense, very high. But looking at him, I'm not quite sure what to make of his abilities as of now, but it seems like, if my translation is correct, he has a lot of provoke actions, meaning he can draw a lot of target. But the interesting thing in his abilities that I read, and don't quote me on this because there hasn't been an official translation yet by Nasda on Reddit, which is usually a great source for information. But the big thing is he seems to have a move that can provoke all enemies targeting to him, and then he can AoE magic protect. That takes the place of potentially 2 tanks depending on how good his spirit and HP are. Honestly, I have to admit, this guy is potentially really interesting, and he may have triple cast. I could be reading it wrong. My Japanese is only so-so, but waiting for the data, this is easily an exciting unit because if you're saying, oh, it's a CG unit, CG units are always super good. Now, the only thing that I'm not 100% sure about, because BlueStacks won't load properly, but there will be a Trust Mastery upgrade. For every ticket you use, for every summon you do, you will get a Trust Mastery Moogle. And that's really always kind of nice, right? So basically, you get a Trust Mastery every time you summon. They can be from a 3 to a 5-star, and you can get a 5-star 10% Moogle. So this is where I usually like to use my 4-star tickets because I have really bad luck with 4-star tickets, and I can just get a ton of Trust Moogles super easy, and I have a potential of getting maybe a rainbow. Maybe. But I would assume, since it's a CG unit, that we will see a step up. I mean, come on. And of course, he has his absolutely beautiful, because that's what he's all about, the beauty thing, and he has a really interesting mask. But, of course, he has his limit burst. It looks really cool, as all of them do. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully there's a step up. I assume that there is, though. I'm pretty 90% sure on that. But what else? Well, of course, at this time, we always get our 12 weapon, and this one is actually potentially super interesting, just like the Genji armor was last week. Now, it looks to be a water boss. Not quite sure about everything about this trial yet, but we'll just take a wait and see what he is like when the data comes out. So, first of all, the rewards, however, are pretty cool. A sword with 145 attack, 50% ice resistance, and a chance to dodge magic. Magic dodge. Sounds great for arena. High attack sword? Yeah, count me in. But also there is a awesome materia, which is a 30% to HP and a 100% chance to ignore a fatal attack when your HP is above a certain amount, max 1 per battle. It also says max 1 per life, but same thing. Anyway, now for enhancements this week, or this month I should say, big old pile of mass. So Kevin, Hawkeye, Riez, Hero, Charlotte, Wandering Rain, and Kanshira and Watto all get their enhancements. Now, if you didn't get Riez or any of the Secret of Mana units, then you probably don't care. But Kanshira is potentially really big, because Kanshira has become very, very strong ever since she got her 30-hit chaining move that chains perfectly with Lauren. So, actually, that might be interesting. Enhanced Rain, or Awakened Rain, Wandering Rain, so many rains nowadays. It's just raining all over the place. Okay, I'm done with that joke. But it seems like Wandering Rain will have a lot of... I mean, he's still just a 6-star, so probably not super worth it. Same with the Hero. Watto, no, and Charlotte, unfortunately not. So I don't think that it's super exciting anything in this batch of enhancements. But I could be wrong. Now, we're also going to talk a little bit, so the maintenance is only 3 hours, which seems about right. It's pretty standard to put all of this stuff in the game, so I wouldn't expect it to take really any extended maintenance, but you never know. Could happen. Other than that, Item World has been said it is returning, and the big thing this month is we are going to get bows with attack and magic bonuses, katanas, and fists, which rare ability is attack/HP. So good news for me, who is a fan of Tifa, Sephiroth, and last but not least, Runeterra. So should be super exciting. Now, the only other piece of news that we got here on the Japanese side was what is going to be our raid at the end of the month, and it's Tomb Raider. Man, do I not care anymore. And that's potentially really good, because I can just play the raid, since we know we're getting the special TMR Moogles soon. So I can just store Trust Mastery Moogles, not have to play for the Tomb Raider, but who knows, maybe Tomb Raider will have some amazing super TMRs. But not likely. So we'll take a look at that stuff later, but for now, I think the addition of CG Zekhart is super exciting for anyone who's missing an awesome quality tank. So yes, the only thing, since BlueStacks never quite updates properly, I hate you BlueStacks some days. I mean, you run the game, but you just don't load everything properly. Oh, it loads that one properly, but just not this one. Oh, hey, it worked. So yes, there will be a step-up program, which makes it a little bit easier. It's the standard CG step-up. First step, 500, 1.5 times, 500 Lapis, that's gone. Step 2, 2 summons, 5% Trust Moogle. Step 3, 4 summons, 2 times the rate of a 5-star. If you're lucky, by then you're done. 3,000 Lapis for 6 summons and a Trust Moogle, and 5,000 Lapis for the 11 summon with 5 times rate, your best chance to getting CG Zekhart. So if you're missing a tank, this might be a damn good one to go possibly on. CG units are rarely bad, but when I get the data, I will do a full banner review on Friday, so you don't have to spend your hard-earned resources without knowing if he's any good. So that's all for now. I will see you in the next video, and story event and the weapon enhancement raid are gonna be exciting, because the Tomb Raider thing definitely isn't. See you all next time.